We just replicated GPT-1. And now we also have speedruns. And every millisecond you shave off here in these speedruns, it will accelerate the entire world's AI. We expect every company in the world, OpenAI, DeepMind, Anthropic, to look at our speedruns and all of the scientists and then build better and better LLMs and AI. And I also figured out a way to automatically use AI to do AI research, which is crazy. I didn't expect Gemini 3, Flash and Pro to be able to do these speedruns by themselves, which is crazy. This is crazy new thing I discovered. First step towards our goal of making top 10 LLMs in the world, or possibly even top 1 best LLM in the world, has been accomplished. And it speaks very coherently, GPT-1 level. So if you say once upon a time, it's gonna say in a small town named Harmonyville, there lived two best friends named Sally and Sammy and Sally, etc. It's actually quite crazy that somebody completely and fully precisely predicted how much training time this would take. This is crazy. This is either like a random prediction or this is maybe Ilya Sutskever on his alt secret account. So if I tell you the model has 151 million parameters and I'm training it on 1 billion tokens on 4090 GPU, how much time do you think it will take? So this guy predicted, and it took around 2.5 to 3 hours. Here it's 2 billion tokens for 6 hours, so 1 billion is like 3 hours. But in 2018, OpenAI trained this same model on 8 GPUs for 1 month. And now it's 1 GPU for 2.5 hours. It's both compute improvement and algorithms improvement. And it costed me just 60 cents. Novita AI gave us free compute, so thank you Novita. They have the cheapest H100s, but if you want other options, there are other options here as well. But if you use my link in the description below, they're gonna give us even more compute. When it comes to speedruns, this is the exact model that we trained to make this GPT-1 level model. So there is just one model here in this repository, and we are accelerating that large language model with these speedruns. And it's just a general LLM, and every company that makes LLMs will be able to look at this and then accelerate everybody's AI. So my idea here is that, okay, we are trying to train on 1 billion tokens. Well, 1 billion tokens takes 2.5 hours, but with these speedruns, we will bring it down. So this one is a quick test. This is just around 1 minute to be done. So if we can bring this down to 30 seconds, 20 seconds, that would be a lot. But even like by 1 second, by 2 seconds, that would mean we are accelerating our training by 1, 2, 3, 5%, which is crazy on the scale. So as I said, every second, maybe even every millisecond you shave off here will accelerate everybody's AI, especially this will have huge effect on big clusters like GPT, Gemini, etc. And it will also help everybody else, more startups now suddenly be able to train their own large language models and know how to train and have the data, have the technical skills and everything, and the tools. Later I will talk about the exact research I've been doing so you can use the timestamps to skip. So here is just 2 million tokens. This is for quick validation, and then when we do this quickly, then we can use some of them to validate this. So this is more significant because this is just 2 million tokens and this is 67 million tokens, and we are going towards 1 billion, of course. So improvements here will be a lot more likely to extrapolate to this as well. And this takes maybe 15-20 minutes. This is just 1 minute. This is very fast. So that's why we have these tiers. And also, it doesn't matter if you don't have compute, we will run your code. So you can just talk to us in the issues in the Discord. By the way, this is our Blueberry Mini, which is GPT-1 level. So 160 minutes always. You see how loss is going down very smoothly. And then this is versus steps, learning rate, accuracy. For now, we call it Blueberry Nano. Maybe there is a better name, we'll see in the future. And if you go to modded Nano GPT, all of these things, so many of these right here, all of them, a lot of them can be applied to break the speedrun records here in our leaderboards. So I'm gonna need all of you guys to help me out. It's just one of me, that's why I'm making these videos. There is a lot of you. Also, Gemini 3 Pro and Flash can actually do this. They are so smart. They are so smart. Maybe even people, maybe I have some idea for people who don't even know how to code or don't know to do this alone. We can just set up some automated research and then they can run it. They can help us with their compute or their credits or their, I don't know. It's automated research and I think Gemini can actually do this. Join the Discord below, you can talk to us and help us do more speedruns. And I think as we do these speedruns, our models will become better and better. And we will be able to train on 10 billion tokens. And then once we can do that, it's a GPT-2 level model. It's that simple. And then maybe around 1 trillion tokens would be GPT-3. But for that, we will need more compute. But more compute will come with these speedruns when we show we can do research. Then we can partner with NVIDIA, Hugging Face. They can give us a lot of compute. We can somehow partner, for example, NVIDIA likes if there is more open source stuff because then people buy their hardware. So they can give us compute for free to help them out that way. If you have a suggestion, maybe we should also use age 100, for example, here. Just tell me below. But as I said, we want to resist adding more stuff. So adding more code is inherently bad. So it's like we're paying a tax in complexity. So if we are adding more stuff, there must be like a good reason. And we're gonna be like Elon Musk says, delete stuff. So we will have both of the GPUs if it proves good, we'll see. Join my school to become AI researcher, link below. All of the money we make here goes back into research. Right now, I'm literally going to go through this, try to break the records. I think it's gonna be very easy to break records right now. Because first of all, I'm using like 60% of the memory of the GPU. So like there is so much stuff to do. And we will use dense, not mixture of experts, because dense are a lot better for small models. I think just after 15, 20 billion parameters, mixture of experts are better. But our is just 150 million. So if you want to contribute speedruns, for example, then I recommend you ask your AI to help you, your Gemini or whatever, Claude. So here in docs, you have these instructions. I'm gonna maybe rename the file, but these are instructions on how to set up. Need to install requirements and all this good stuff. So you can download the 1 billion tokens from my Hugging Face. There is a link here. And it will download all of it, but maybe for smaller speedruns, we need like fewer tokens. So maybe I'm gonna make those repositories. So when you see this, there will be maybe more repositories here. That's why I recommend you just ask your AI, you tell it to download for this and this speedrun. You can see speedruns here. You say, I want to do this speedrun lost to 6.7 first, and it's gonna download what it needs. It's gonna do what it needs. And then you talk to it. But I'm gonna try to improve the documentation as well. But it's rough, it's difficult for me to explain because I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible, but we'll see. We need to improve documentation. And then just create a pull request. So you may run your test on 4090 or you may not. You can just create a pull request and then I will run it as well. Or somebody else, we will run it for you. But if you can connect your IDE to cloud GPU, then Gemini 3 or whoever can use the GPU to do experiments. You can do automated research that way. I will leave your X account or GitHub or LinkedIn here, or all of them, whatever you want, when you break records. And all of these records optimizations are towards building top 10 or up to the best LLM in the world. So everything you do every millisecond contributes. Even your ideas and opinions, even if you cannot code. And now I will leave you with the recordings that I made while building and training all of this. Anyways, Gemini 3 is so good, it does everything. I have so many changed files here. I don't like seeing so many changed files. I'm gonna try to reduce the amount of code we add. Also, I remember what Elon Musk was saying, that you always need to keep deleting, and it does make sense because there is just so much stuff right now. I'm gonna be deleting stuff. but I need to be careful not to mess up other people's work. I just implemented datasets for pre-training and supervised fine-tuning. It seems like everything works. I'm using small LM corpus. Gemini 3 does everything, and Claude Sonnet, although I don't know which one is cheaper. It looks like Gemini 3 is cheaper. It's 212 and Sonnet is 315. This is good that there is competition. This is really good for us. And now all LLMs are kind of equal, and then open source like Kimi are pushing the price and everything down. And now Gemini 3 is very competitive, so there is no like just one model that's good anymore for coding as it was before. Now I think this pricing will have to go down as well. Turns out Python Edu does not actually contain the data within this corpus. You need to download it from S3 bucket. Other two do contain, so I just removed Python Edu. And this is the pre-training data here. Usually you would use Python even if you don't want to train it for coding, because it would teach the model to reason. But it's okay now, we don't want this headache. 70% FineWeb Edu and 30% Cosmopedia. There was a reason for this, but I forgot. Maybe this one is more general, I'm not sure. And Cosmopedia is maybe higher quality, so we do that at the end. I definitely need a different name. So pre-training and supervised fine-tuning are done in two different ways. You need to pass in this flag for config, which is gonna give the supervised fine-tuning or pre-training, and also load checkpoint if you're supervised fine-tuning. That's how it works for now. We'll see if this is the best way. So there was a lot of new code added, and by default you must not like adding new code. Adding new code is not good. It's bloat, it's more stuff, you want to be deleting stuff. So I told Claude here, is there any bloat you want to remove or rewrite better? And it's immediately starting to work. It looks like it is doing quite a lot. Now I'm trying some pre-training versus supervised fine-tuning, and supervised fine-tuning data does not need to scale linearly with the pre-training data. You should just, because here is just learning the chat format, how to send user or assistant messages, and that's it. So even if you have like 100 million, billion, 10 billion pre-training tokens, like a consistent supervised fine-tuning is enough. The only problem is if pre-training is too small, then big supervised fine-tuning can mess up the weights learned here in the pre-training. So you need to also cap. Here we're gonna cap like no less than 10% of the pre-training token size. Can the supervised fine-tuning token size be? Sorry, no more than 10%. I made a lot of progress today. So here in configs, you can see there is a unified config. It's all powers of 2. Maybe we're gonna have to change this to utilize the GPU more. And then we just have two instances. One is for 24 GB GPU, which is the same, and one is 8 GB GPU, which will just have higher batch size and maybe different learning rate as well. And this is for debugging. This is very small model, just to make sure code works. Usually biggest LLMs are trained on maybe 10 trillion tokens, maybe to 30 trillion tokens. But even 1 trillion, but even 100 billion tokens is enough for the LLM to be able to talk to you. 100 billion. But we have enough compute for 10 billion, so maybe even 10 billion will be enough, which is 1,000 times less than GPT and stuff. But maybe 10 billion is enough. We'll see. We have better optimizers and stuff. The model has 151 million parameters. This is the smallest one that I think can work out, and we have just $100 to $130 of compute. We will now pre-train on 1 billion tokens, so not even 10 billion, just 1 billion. And I want to see if it's going to be able to talk to us. So pre-train 1 billion tokens, and then supervised fine-tuning on maybe 10 million tokens. It says here 1% is enough. So in supervised fine-tuning, it will just get the format of the chat messages like user assistant, and it should learn when user asks a question that it should generate assistant message the answer. That's the supervised fine-tuning. There is a problem. If the base model is weak, then supervised fine-tuning can make it collapse. Only repeat supervised fine-tuning, what it learned there. So 1 billion tokens is gonna be pretty rough. That's so little data. But just downloading and tokenizing 1 billion tokens, it's taking for so long, more than 30 minutes. This is the longest data preparation I've ever had. So this may not be so bad since we have so much data, it seems. Here are some actual examples from the data that we will train on. You can check. So from FineWeb Edu and Cosmopedia, we have parents are usually the first to recognize that their child has a problem with emotions or behavior. So this is the type of data you can just ask Gemini to give you some. And then we have also for supervised fine-tuning from Smalltalk dataset. This is very good, highly dense data that has a lot of history, information, science, advice. It looks like our model will be similar to GPT-1. And now I'm very curious to see this GPT-1. So GPT-1 around 1 billion training tokens, although our model is 151 billion parameters, million I should say. And then 10 billion is GPT-2, which we can do. We have compute for this though. And it's gonna be, so our model can actually be similar to GPT-2. Then I'm uploading all of these like billion tokens to Hugging Face. It's processed, so I can just download it later. I don't need to process, shuffle, tokenize, download. So GPT-1 was trained on books, and because it was book data, it was heavily skewed towards romance and fantasy novels, because it was self-published books. So if you give it a normal prompt, it could drift into dramatic, breathless romance narratives because that's what it knew best. Garage scale project, 8 GPUs, just 8 GPUs for 1 month. That's crazy, just 8 GPUs. We can do the same just for 1 month, I guess. Although 151 million model, we can train for less than 24 hours. And these 8 GPUs were probably not H100s, it were some like bad GPUs. Data is uploaded. Now I think I can just run the training. It's 61,000 steps, which is not that much at all actually. For 3 hours of training. I think it will be really good after 3-4 hours. Seems like it's 2.5 hours now because I reduced the amount of validation, although I don't know if that is the reason for decrease in speed. Anyways, 2.5 hours is pretty reasonable. I think the model would be very good. 2.5 hours is pretty reasonable on for 1 billion tokens. That means for 10 billion is 25 hours, but I can use H100. Right now I'm using 4090, but I don't even want to use H100. We can just start speed running this from this point on. I think we can get this like even to 1 hour, I'm not even kidding. The context window of GPT-1 was just 512 tokens. So our model will actually be smarter. It's 2000 tokens. We successfully replicated GPT-1 with the same size and number of tokens. It took about 3 hours, 2.5-3 hours to train on 4090, which is interesting because GPT-1 took a month on 8 GPUs in 2018, which is crazy. 1 or 2.5 hours versus 1 month on 8 GPUs. It seems to be quite good. So the prompt is once upon a time, and output. Once upon a time in a small town named Harmonyville, there lived 2 best friends named Sammy and Sally. They loved exploring their town and learning new things every day. The capital of France is the city of Paris. The city of Paris is a city of 200,000 inhabitants, and its population is estimated at 35 million. This is a bit contradictory, but it knows that the capital of France is Paris, which is good for such a small model. It also knows some Python, but it was not trained on Python, which is interesting. Maybe there was some data still.